Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, welcome back to Mercury Farms. I'm over here just harvesting the sunflowers because today we're gonna start leasing one of the tree harvesters and start cutting down some of these trees. I've kind of made the decision to say the heck with the barley and yeah, I'm not going to bother harvesting the barley because these fields are not as wide in here as I thought they were. I probably get maybe like $1,500 from that barley over there, maybe something like that. Yeah, it's not worth my time going back into the other header and then traveling somewhere trying to sell it. Yeah, it's $1,500. In the beginning of a farm, starting a farm, I'd be like, let's get that header. It's $1,500. Now I'm kind of like, it's just $1,500. Not really worth my time, I don't think, especially when the field is got weeds in it. I don't think it's got any fertilization on it. Probably also needs to be plowed, so it's probably gonna be a terrible yield anyways. I mean, these fields got crap in it as well. I mean, it's got weeds and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'll take a look at the field stats just because I'm a little bit curious. But yeah, this is the second strip of, I said I got 2 strips of sunflowers over here. I'll at least harvest those, and sunflowers can sell for a decent price. So we shall see. We probably will have to borrow a little bit of cash to get the tree harvester. But once we deliver our first load, we should be able to pay that loan off within no time at all. Luckily, we're not going too far. I'm probably also going to cut down an opening going to our replaceable area, so we can get the logs out of here quickly as possible. But as you can see, we got, how many rows? Is it just 3, 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of trees. So we got lots of trees in here to cut down. That's a lot of lumber. And as we saw at the beginning of this Let's Play, yeah, you can make quite a bit of money from selling these trees. I do have the T8 over in the field across from the silo, not the tree field, but the other field. He is... Can you back up there, sir? Thank you. He is planting some canola while that's emptying out. Yeah, he's over here planting canola. I did 2 headlands for him, so he's all set. So yeah, we can see the fields had weeds in them. Field 4 now needs lime. If I take off lime and weeds, yeah, see, oddly enough, the 2 that I harvested did not need to be plowed, but the other one does. And if I get rid of that, no fertilization whatsoever. Yeah, so the only thing good about that barley field is it didn't need to be limed. So I don't think it's worth my time and effort to go over and harvest all that barley, what little barley there is, and go ahead and sell it. Let me go ahead and fold this guy up and probably turn off the harvester at the same time. That might be good. No sense of wasting any perfectly good diesel fuel. Sunflowers. Yes. Windmill Hill at $9.99. So we'll hang on to that. I mean, it's not much, but we'll hang on to that grain for a while. So what we're going to do is I need to go grab our logging trailer. And I'm pausing for a second because I'm just trying to think, is it back at the main farm? I do believe it is. The reason why we're doing the trees today is because, yes, I would like to get lots of cash from the trees, so when I harvest the 2 fields over here by the main farm, we can start moving some things around here, start setting some things up. Like I said, what I want to do around here, and we might be doing quite a bit of work around here until we run out of cash again. But yeah, I want to, like I said, put down a new farmhouse down here, and a lot of other things. Trying to make it look like a real farm around here, other than just a silo shed and one parking shed. And why I was trying to pick up the loading wagon. I don't want the loading wagon. We need this guy right here. And I probably need to grab the case Puma as well, because I want to, like I said, put an entryway to that field down by the sheep pasture. Because right now the only entryway we got is where we've been going in and out of this field for a while now. I think we've owned this field over by the livestock market probably for about maybe 30 or 35 episodes, somewhere around there. But now that we own this field, I can now make an entryway down at the bottom. So a little teleporting back and forth here, so deal with it. Where's my case Puma? There it is. We'll drop that off. Nope, okay, it was off. We're going to go ahead and put the big tires on it, and we're going to grab that little wood shaver, if you want to call it that, to get rid of all those hedges. But let's go ahead and put some nice tires on this one. I mean, narrow tires are nice as well, but oh, thank you. Customize, and where are we? Narrow tires. Nope, wrong way. Wide tires and weights. I always go with wide tires and weights, because honestly, doesn't it look so much better with wide tires and weights on it? Activate, or excuse me, deactivate, left control, delete. Nope, that's the front. I still haven't finished cutting down the barbed wire fences and hedges around here. There we go. And now we're going to go down. Ooh, I'm getting loaded up with wood chips here. Those are mainly just from trees. When you cut down the stumps and such, you don't really get any wood chips. It's when I cut down those nice little maples / oak trees, whatever they are. So yes, we are planting canola in that field. I mean, I got to put some crops in some fields here at some point. So in a couple days, we could probably do some harvesting to mix it up a little bit, and plus get some more cash, because we went from 400 grand to nothing. I mean, it wasn't that bad when we had a little bit of cash, but for that long time we had like 200,000 liters of canola just sitting in the silo. It's like, well, we don't have that much cash, but if we do need some, that canola is just sitting there. Right now, we don't have really anything. Okay, so let's unfold this. Lower it down. Now also today, as I'm recording this, today is a day on Giants is where the mod contest kind of, well, I shouldn't say kind of, I guess has started. So there were tons of mods released today on the mod hub. And I took a quick glance and like, I'm starting to get the itchy feeling of wanting to start on a new map. But that would mean, yeah, I don't have room for another map right now. There we go. Now we can exit out of here. So Case Puma can now just sit here for a while, lift up, fold in, and yeah, that pipe has just got to fold up and do that. All right, so how much wood does a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Quite a bit. Yeah, I think it's going to be this guy right here. We got to go somewhat big. So it's 22,500. So I need 25,000. 20, yeah, 'cause it's 22 and I only got 12. All right. So we go in here. All right, now we should have enough cash to go ahead and lease that. And then jump over here. Should be sitting next to our beet harvester. Or root crop harvester, because he does potatoes as well. So now I'm going to begin the journey of getting down to our field to start cutting some trees. And make our first trip that we can repay off our loan and make me feel this a little bit better. And yeah, this is going to take a while, so I'm going to head down, get started cutting some trees, and I'll bring it back when maybe we're loading up some wood or something. When it gets a little more interesting to me just doing this for a while. Well, so far I've been maybe about halfway down one row, and the T8 worker finished. I said, well, I need to come over, grab him, and just finish off this one little section over here. That way everything's on the same growth rate here. So since we sprayed this field a couple days ago, this field has all stages of fertilization all done on it. So it's just a matter of weeding it when it comes time. Just like that. It should be good to go. And now we're just going to park this guy over here somewhere. Just out of the way. Well, everything's in the way now. Farm is probably going to look like this until we get it all situated. Let's go ahead and grab and jump into our Volvo here. It's been a while since I used this switch auto to right. No, you want it on the left, actually. But we'll go ahead and turn it on. See if my settings are right on this here. Yeah, it seems... No, it's not right. There is a way to move this. Start autoloading. Show. Maybe I have to turn it off. Z. Show loading position. Alright, yeah. I want that to go backwards. And I kind of forgot. There we go. I think somewhere in there. Let's unload those. Let's turn... hide loading position. Why is it a different button when to show it and load it? Alright, that's still not far enough back. Let's go back to... I don't know if that's where the center of the log is, so if they're 8-meter logs, we'll do it like that. There we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Alright, let's go ahead and get some of these logs up to the sawmill. So we can go ahead and pay off the little bit of a loan that we have. So you can see how far that we made it so far. You don't want to load up, buddy? Why not? And of course you're going to load funny because I was backing up. You're going to affect the other logs, are you? Not too much, hopefully. It's funny how sometimes the logs all of a sudden just like, yeah, I'll decide to load when I want to, and then they just load up. We are starting to overload this probably too much. Yeah, I might tip over here. As long as we take it slow. But this should bring us a good amount. I forgot. I don't know how much we borrowed. Did I borrow 10 or 15? Either way, I think we have enough here to do so. And now we can just go ahead and exit right out down through here. Now the other thing I need to look into is I put an ad in the paper because I need a slurry / digestate holding tank. Obviously we want to spray this field down here, but man, that is a long haul back and forth to the BGA with a tanker. So it'd be nice if I had a holding tank down here. And then in my free time, free time, yeah, what's that? In my free time, we can go ahead and take a tanker and go up to the BGA, grab some digestate, and put it down here into a holding tank, and that way we can just fill off our injector. It's actually an injector, but we can fill up our injector from down here instead of traveling all the way back up to the BGA. Now, I don't know if I want to put the holding tank at the main farm here, which we'll probably end up doing, because I think all these fields down here, yeah, we're not going to be farming in those fields. That's going to be more of just a place just for buildings and whatnot. Yeah, so I haven't had a good look at the mod contest mods yet, so I'm hoping that maybe there's a really, really nice looking house that we can put down. That house we'll put up for sale and sell that house, because we don't spend the time really sitting there looking at the reservoir. And besides, we're going to have our own pond at the main farm, so yeah, we can do what we want in our own pond. Trying to make it look all nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get some cash into our bank account so we can go ahead and pay off the bank quickly. Did I sell all the wood? Never sells all the wood. I think it's because it's too far from the loading trigger. That toothpick went flying everywhere. Alright, so before we forget, let's repay off. I borrowed $15,000. There we go. No more loan. And now we're up by 16 grand, which is fantastic. That's kind of interesting. Is something not loading in, or I'm trying to remember what used to be there. And I don't know. I mean, obviously something was there. But anywho, maybe it's aliens doing it. Be my guess. So yeah, we got. Obviously, we're leasing the tree harvester. Every day that we have it, it's going to be another extra fee, but we should be fine. Our daily profits from the greenhouses / rabbits, orchards, what have you, should be able to afford it. Plus, we're going to be bringing logs in pretty often. I would say, let's, I don't know, another dozen, well, not a dozen loads. So we had 6 rows. Yeah, probably like at least 10 more, I would say 10 more loads of wood to bring in. Somewhere around there, but I don't think I'm going to get it all done today. Obviously, that's a lot of wood to be doing. And right now, I just want to get one more. I just want to get the first row completed. Yeah, probably 2 more loads today at least. Sounds like someone's already in here with a chainsaw, though. Let's go ahead and park this guy right here for now. Oh, that's right. Plus, we got those sunflowers still sitting there. I didn't see how many liters we had, like 8,000 liters, so there's another $8,000. But we need to start saving up for our header, for our harvester, obviously. But we're not going to need that until this field is planted, and of course we can't plant this field until we get rid of all the trees anyways. Of course, this field's going to need lime. It's going to need to be plowed. We're going to slurry it, so it's going to take a while. So actually, I can probably take that money, probably buy a cultivator, because I'm going to try to cultivate the fields that we plow from now on. Back up just a little bit. There we go. So we got 2 fields planted. We also have our cornfield way up in the north for the BGA. I probably should get to that at some point as well. So it's not going to be like more episodes of this in a row where we're just working in this field here. maybe like half an episode of working this field, and then the other half an episode working in other fields and doing other farming things. Because obviously I would like to get that chaff cut up there, get into that bunker, because we have one load of chaff already compacted and sitting there, and I was like, well, I'll wait until I get a second load and we'll compact it and then ferment it, because like I said, in the future we're going to need more cows, total mixed rations mixer, yeah, all that stuff, and we just need the cash to do so, and that's why we're doing these trees. I'm hoping the trees will bring us enough cash to do everything. May not be able to build the farm house and everything around the main farm to begin with, but it should help us be able to buy the total mixed rations mixer, a cultivator, a header, sugar beet header for our harvester, and maybe even buy some more cows. But I don't want to buy the cows until we get the mixer put down. Oh yeah, we should be able to get a little bit of money because we'll sell our mixer. Well, there's one row of trees cut down. Now it's just a matter of turning on the autoloader. That always helps. See if I can get the whole row in here. As long as they don't have to back up, they should all load rather nicely. I probably should mod one of these tree cutters, because we got such a long trailer. I could probably get like 12-meter long logs in here. Yeah, if they don't load up, I'll just go up on the other side. Get what we can, although that's getting to be a pretty full load right there. I'm not going to get all this in, so let's just turn that off. That's way too many too many logs left. But that's good. That just means more cash for us. Now, I'll probably have to look in the shop and see what cultivator kind of implement that we want to get. The problem is we got some... Excuse me, sorry. We got some pretty big fields. So I don't want to go too small, but then I want to go too big, because if I need to do the small fields, it's going to be like one pass and you're done. But knowing me, I just usually pick the biggest one and just go with it. But yeah, we'll see what I can find in the store that suits us best. I don't need to go big bud size kind of a cultivator. These fields aren't that big. But usually the ones that we have to cultivate it's going to be the cornfield that we do our chaff in way up north, or it's going to be the big field that we're currently in. All the other fields really don't need to be plowed, because I still don't understand how this periodic plowing works in this game, because it says after every 3 harvests you got to plow. Doesn't seem to be that way. So we're going to sell the wood that we do have to sell, and then we're going to go ahead and go sell our sunflower also. What little sunflower that we have. And that should rocket us up to pretty close, I would say 60 grand. I've done that before. The hedge sticks out just a little bit further than what you think. And it's like, well, you can still avoid it. I mean, you can see it, right? Yeah, I can see it, but you know, it's a hedge. You think it would just give in a little bit to a Volvo truck that's loaded with wood. All this lumber. Took all the wood that time. Alright, perfect. Let's go back and get our other load. And we'll make another trip up here. And I was trying to fit all that wood into one load before. I'm just glad there's no way stations on the way to the sawmill, because I don't think this is road legal. Just saying. Definitely got to take it slow around some of these corners. I'm pretty sure this thing is so top heavy, it's ridiculous. And of course the sawmill has all these corners to go around. But we shall get there. Hopefully with all the wheels on the ground. But this is all the lumber that we have cut today. And like I said, we'll go back, grab that sunflower, because I'm pretty sure that price is probably peaked out by now. Probably not going to sell all of it because it's too far above the trigger. Yep, there's always one that magically... There we go. These guys haven't had much work lately, but now they got tons of work. And they will have for a while. Yeah, so we're up to 66 grand. That's nice to see. I mean, you compare it to where we were just a little while ago. I was borrowing cash just to get the tree harvester. And even on hard economy, we're making tons of money at the sawmill. So that's 1 row of 6 completed. So yeah, you can imagine when we get done harvesting all these trees, you know, you can almost say we'd have enough money to buy the cotton harvester, but we're not going to. We need to buy the Total Mix Rations mixer, which I believe is like $160,000, somewhere around there. Some kind of a cultivating implement. And then, of course, you know, we got to start switching over our farm area. Do some landscaping work over there. And then maybe with the extra cash, once we get our Total Mix Rations mixer down, purchase some more cows. And then at some point, get this old field. Man, that's going to be a lot of sugar beet. I'm just saying, it's going to be a lot of sugar beet. Let's drop that off. Let's see how those sunflowers are doing. 102 at Windmill Hill. Way at the other end of the map. It's not that far. But, yeah, 1 row done. I think we're going to have that tree harvester for a few days. take a little bit of hit on loaning it for or leasing it for that many days, but it's all good. It's all fine. I mean, just buying the land alone and selling the trees, we're going to get our money back that quick. Alright, so how many liters do I have in here? I was going to say like 8. Alright, so just shy of 7. So we're going to get just about what you see there for cash. I'm not going to bother putting our silo because not long from now I'm going to be emptying that silo out because we need to sell that one. I kind of have a diagram in my head of how I want the farm to kind of look around there, so we'll see how it goes. I'm never good at doing that kind of a thing. I can picture how I want. It's like when I used to play City Skylines. I would like, hey, I know how I want the city to look, and then I get done. I'm like, this is nothing how my brain pictured it. When I used to play Ark years ago, I used to like, this is how I want my base to look. Yeah, it never came close to looking like the way I want it to look. I don't have the artist touch. There we go. So up to 73,000, and of course, you know, property income. The longer we go, I don't know how much we're making on property income per day, but we can check our financial page and see that. Let's see here. So I probably should need to leave this trailer down there because I don't think I'm getting wood chips from cutting out the stumps. But in case I do, that's going to be need to be unloaded at some point. Oh yeah, I need to take care of these greenhouses. That manure is getting a little bit low, which means the water is getting low. And of course we got farm stuff just everywhere. I mean, harvesters over here, the main farm, tractors and trailers are everywhere. The animal farm, I got stuff everywhere. Actually, you know what? I'll just bring this guy right on down here for now. Yep, we got to spray slurry in this field. I don't know if I want to do that just yet, but I'll have to bring... Yeah, we need like 30 grand to buy the bigger boom, the bigger injector for our sprayer. Alright, let's just go teleport over here, grab this guy one more time. Pipe out, unfold that. I said unfold that. There it goes. Like I said, I don't think I get wood chips from doing the stumps. No, I didn't get any from doing that one. Let's go ahead and take care of the first row completely. Since I'm already here, I wasn't going to do it, but you know what? I got the implement. It's already running. It's not going to take me too long with this guy. Well, I am getting some wood chips out of here. If I didn't cut the tree low enough, I'm like cutting the top of the tree off. Like there, so I'm getting some wood chips and then I'm grinding up the stump. We're also going to have to level out the ground just a little bit where every tree was. You see as I go over where the stumps were, it's like a hump. So that's going to cause, I don't know if it's going to cause any issues with our headers and whatnot. So we're going to have to smooth it out. I don't think they're bad enough, but for what it costs, we'll just smooth it out later on before we plow the field. And there we go. One row officially trees gone. Like I said, 5 more to go. So yeah, I mean, if you look at it, if you take out what we did for the sunflowers, so we'll just say 7 grand, and we probably got another 5 grand from property. So we'll just say we got about 75 grand because we had $15,000 loan as well. So yeah, we got like 75 grand from selling those trees. And so if you do 5 more rows at 75 grand, that's what, $325,000 ish. It's quite a bit amount of cash that we got here, and I only think we paid like $275 for the field. Makes perfect sense. But yeah, probably what I'll do before next episode is I'll cut down maybe another row or something. Maybe see how I feel. At least get started on this row, because I don't want to lease this guy for too long. I mean, how much am I paying per day? Because we got this set up here. So it's $4,400 per day and $9,300 per operating cost. We already did the base costs. So yeah, the per operating hour kind of kills us. But what we're getting for the wood is fine. And I don't think I got many. Well, I got 1/3 of an hour on it already. So 3 rows. I'm probably going to have 2 hours on this thing. It's still not that bad. I'm stuck. There we go. But I think that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time on Mercury Farms. But until then, have a good one.